Hey guys, I'm back today to take you through a low impact workout with a little bit of balance incorporated in it today. This workout is really great because it's easier on your joints. So for those of you who have joint problems, have a difficult time jumping, running, or have just had injuries in the past that have affected your joints, this workout is a perfect way to target every bit of your body from head to toe without it being too strenuous on you. So with that being said, how we're going to do it today, just a quick little stretch and warm up just to get our blood flowing. And from there, we're going to tackle 4 different circuits. Each circuit contains 3 different exercises, again incorporating upper, lower, and core. And we're only going through that circuit 2 times before we move on to the next. It is a lower impact workout today, so we don't need a ton of repetition to get our work done. Again, each circuit is going to be that same format as before, 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. So with that being said, let's get started by warming up. I want you to place your hand on top of your head, tilt your head to one side, and just feel that stretch for a moment in the neck and shoulder area. Inhale as we switch sides, bring the head down on the other side. Really pull the neck down, feel the stretch. And then you're going to start stretching out your arms by reaching across your chest, holding that stretch there. Breathe. You can wiggle your fingers a little bit. And we switch across. Breathe. Good. And then we reach down with our legs nice and straight, touch our toes. Hold it there for a few seconds. Letting gravity do its work. Breathe. Good, and then we'll spread our legs apart, starting with the right side. Reach down, touch that right toe. Continuing to feel that stretch in that hamstring. And we walk it on over to the other side, walking it with our hands. Head staying low. And then we will return to the middle. Still breathing nice and steadily here. Good. And then walking to middle, we're going to start a high knee, but we're just walking it up into place. So high knee up and down, up and down each side, nice and steady. Kind of challenging our balance here, as well as starting to move our joints a little more. Good. A few more seconds. And then what you can do next to kind of open up those hips and those joints, use the wall to brace yourself. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to place my hand on my hip and I'm just going to start to swing my leg nice and steadily back and forth as much as that joint will allow me to. Okay, and then we switch sides. So again, using that wall to brace yourself, just swing that leg as much as you're able, forward and back, unhinging that hip just a little bit. Good. And then finally, warming up our upper body, we're going to start some nice big arm circles, going backwards. Let's do 5 more. 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we switch directions going forward. Nice big circles this time, kind of stretching out the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we should start to feel a little bit more warmed up now for our workout. So, you might notice a little change of scenery today. I'm also working out from home, so I'm right there with you guys, really setting the stage, setting the mood for us here. All right, we're going to get started on our first circuit. Again, 40 seconds of work, 20 seconds of rest. Starting out today, we're going to start with lateral lunges. So what you'll do is you'll start from the center here, both feet together. You'll take a step out wide, and you'll gently fall down into that lateral lunge just as deep as your hips allow you to, and as deep as that knee allows you to. Most of your weight will be on this heel, so as you lean into it, make sure your weight is in the heels. And then you'll come up, you'll step to center, and then you'll go the other side. So that'll be the first part. After that exercise, we're going to move into jumping jack step outs. So you will still perform a jumping jack motion with your hands above your head, but you'll just be stepping out to each side rather than the full jump. Then our third exercise of this circuit is kind of a balance toning exercise for your thighs and your glutes area. So as best as you can, you want to balance on one foot. You're going to simply touch out to the side, touch back at an angle, and then touch completely straight backwards, returning to center. So for our first part of the circuit, we're going to stay completely balancing on the left leg while moving the right leg out and about in those 3 directions. And then when we start this circuit over again the second time through, we'll balance on our right leg, and you do the same with our left with those motions. Okay? So when you're doing that last exercise, make sure you're not standing straight and balancing. You've got to always have those nice soft knees, hips tucked just a little bit so you don't have too much of an arch in your back. And we simply touch at an angle, touch straight back. This leg hopefully still has a tree trunk there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the time. Again, we're starting with those lateral lunges. We go in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Step out, lunge, back to center, step out, lunge, back to center, and again, just alternating each side. You got it. These are controlled motions. Be aware of your breathing. Really get nice and deep into it. Worry more about form than speed here. Make sure you're doing it correctly. Good. Back to center. We've got 10 seconds. Nice and low. Try to get lower each time. Here we go. Nice and low. Perfect. Last one. Excellent. And we break for 20 seconds. So during our breaks, as usual, we just compose ourselves, we get our breathing in order, and we start to prepare for that next exercise. So we've got those jumping jack step outs here. We're going in 5 seconds. One more deep breath. 3, 2, 1. We start it up. Hands completely overhead, touching. And once you feel more comfortable, you can pick up the pace to challenge, give yourself a little cardio, challenge yourself a little bit more. Keep alternating sides, keep that movement going. As long as you're moving, you're doing a great job. Quick check of time, we got 10 seconds. Keep it up. Awesome work. And 3, 2, 1. Good stuff here. We're going to take our 20-second break. And then we've got our last exercise of this round. So remember, as a reminder, we're just going to only balance on our left leg, moving that right leg in those 3 directions, back to center. Let's start it up. On the second round, we'll switch. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm balancing on my left leg. I'm going completely lateral and back at an angle, back, backwards, back. Just a touch. I'm not actually resting my heel down. I don't know if we can see it a little better from this angle. Here we go. Just a little touch and back. At an angle, back, backwards, back, and I'm bent. I can start to feel it on the outside portion of my glutes, and I can feel it definitely in my quad. We've got about 12 seconds. We're just toning and sculpting here as well as challenging our balance. Last 3 seconds, 2, and 1. Good. So we're going to repeat that circuit over here in about 15 seconds, and then when we come back to that exercise, we'll just switch sides and we'll do the other side. Okay guys, get your breath back here. Just about 5 seconds to go, and then we're starting up again with those lateral lunges. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Lunge, back to center. Lunge, back to center. Very good. Keep it up. So on these lunges, just remember your head stays up, your chest stays looking forward. We don't want to drop down. I want to see those faces. Perfect. We're almost there, guys. 15 seconds. Get as many more as you can. So I'm adding this extra step so I can stay in frame for you guys so you can see the entire movement, but you don't have to do that. Last one, and break. Good stuff. All right, we've got those jumping jack step outs next. Get ready. This is the part where we get our cardio in. All right, 10 more seconds. We breathe. Getting ready here. 3, 2, 1. Let's start it up. Hands completely overhead, making contact. Clap them if you want. Hold yourself accountable. We don't want to see it here and here. We want to see nice, big, enthusiastic movements. Keep it up. Elevate that heart rate a little bit. Don't be scared. Let's check time. Almost there, guys. Keep it up. Really push yourselves. You got 10 seconds. Last 5, 3, 2, 1. And we break. We got our 20 seconds here. Awesome stuff so far. We got that balance, leg motion, switching sides. We got 10 seconds till we start, so start to prepare yourself. If you have to hold up against a wall, that's fine. Don't be scared. 3, 2, 1, and we go. Side, back. Angle, back, backwards, back. And again. If you guys like this low impact style and you feel like you want to get more out of it, don't be afraid to double up. Instead of going 2 times through, go 4 times through. Extend this workout to a full hour if you feel like you like that low impact style. It's really good for you to sculpt your muscles, challenge your core, and you're still getting cardio out of it. Last 3 seconds. 2, 1. Good. Back to center. We just completed our first circuit. We have 3 more to go. As you can see, they go by quickly, and yet I'm sure you're feeling it just like I am after that one. We're going to take a 30-second break here, so start to brace yourselves. I'll go ahead and start explaining the next circuit that we're going to do. So we're going to start out, by working our obliques. So we're going to be standing up straight and tall with our hands by our side. We're going to be sliding down, touching towards our knee. As we do so, this arm comes up, and our obliques should be contracted and tensed as we're touching that knee. You really want to work them on both sides. You're going to feel them stretch and contract and constrict as you slide back and forth. So that's our first exercise. Again, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off. Then we go into a plank walkout. So what you'll do is you'll start out by standing up nice and tall. You're going to bring your hands down to the ground and you're going to walk them out until you get into that plank position. So you want your plank to be your back nice and flat. You want your arms directly underneath your shoulders. You don't want to see your back arch. This is not a full walkout. And you also don't want to see it too low. That's really going to compromise your form. Keep that back nice and straight, head up. And once you hold that plank for just a moment, you're going to walk it back up to that standing position again. So that'll be our second exercise. And then we'll finish it up with some butt kickers. But again, we're not going to be jumping around. This is going to be at a nice controlled pace, just to get our heart rate up a little bit. I want to see it about here. And you can even bring your hands there to make sure your heels get all the way up. All right. So we're going to go ahead and start that up now. We're going to have to take 3 seconds. Start with those hip slides. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. We are working those obliques. As you get more comfortable, you might start out here at first, but try to push yourself getting lower and lower until you feel a full stretch and motion through those sides. Draw your belly button in towards your spine. Even though we're targeting our obliques, we want our entire core nice and firm as we move side to side, lower and lower down the legs. Feet about shoulder width apart. 10 more seconds. Keep going, guys. Feel that burn from home. That's awesome. We got 3, 2, 1, break. Good stuff. 20 seconds here. We move into those plank walkouts. I'm going to try to adjust so I don't have to keep stepping back and forth. Let's see what I can do here. Might be the best we can do. But that's okay. You guys get the picture. All right, starting it up in 3, 2, and 1. Plank walkouts. Here we go. Walk it all the way out, back nice and flat. And we walk it right back up, stand tall. Again. Try to hold it for just 1 second. Bring it back up. You'll start to feel that in your shoulders as well as your core. It even challenges your legs as we get back up, but it's a lower impact motion on those legs. Using body weight, no jumping, no burpees, but still really pushing that body. Good work, guys. Let's get one more in. Last one here. Stand up nice and tall, and we break. Good work. All right, after that plank walkout, we've got those butt kicks. Take about 15 more seconds, because this is where we try to elevate our heart rate a little bit. All right, guys. Big breath in. Let it out. Last 5 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's start it up. Again, I want to see you right about here. Getting those heels all the way up. Pushing yourself to go a little bit faster if you can. And honestly, if your knees only let you get here, that's okay. As long as you keep moving and you keep trying. And of course, never push yourself to do anything that you feel like your body is telling you no from a past injury or medical problem that you have. But otherwise, definitely push yourself. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good job. Take that break. 20 seconds here. So that's 1 time through. We got 1 more, and we're halfway done with our workout today. Hope you guys are feeling as good as I am. I love this. All right, let's go ahead and bring our feet shoulder width apart. We're getting ready for those hip slides, targeting our oblique. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 40 seconds of work. Keeping that core nice and tight. Oh yeah, that's good stuff for those abs. Breathe through it. Nicely done. Try to get deeper and deeper. Feel that stretch. 10 more seconds. Make sure your weight is in your heels here. 3, 2, 1. We're done. All right, take that break. Got our plank walkouts one more time. I'm going to go ahead and get set up for mine. Take 10 more seconds. Stretch, shake it out if you need to. And we go in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Again, really think about your form as you walk out into that plank. You want to be able to balance a glass of water on your back without it toppling over. How many of you guys are able to get into that position here? Should be all of us. Very good. Almost there, guys. We're in our last 10 seconds. Let's try to get another one in. And we hold it. We're back up. Nice and tall, and that's time. Good work. 20 seconds here. We got our butt kicks coming up. A little bit of cardio. Last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. And a nice rhythm going. Really push yourselves. Almost there. 20 more seconds. Can you feel it in those hamstrings? Good stuff. Last 5. Last 3. And break. Good work. We got our 20-second break. I'm going to go ahead and run through our next circuit. Like I said, we're halfway done. For the next one, we're going to do single leg RDLs. So this one, again, low impact, but it's here to challenge your balance. So what you'll want to do, you can just bend that left leg, standing up on the right. If you need to use the wall to brace yourself to get into that position, that's fine. You're just going to keep your back nice and straight as you touch down as far as you can. A modified version of this, if you have a stool, a small table, a counter, a box, a chair would be great. You can actually just reach down, touch the surface of that chair, and come back up. That'll work on my balance too. If you can, keeping the back nice and straight, touch all the way down, nearly to the floor, come back up. That's excellent. You really want to just, again, think about your form. Don't worry about trying to get 100 done in the 40 seconds. If you get 3 done, as long as form is correct, that's awesome. We do the right leg only first on the first time through. Second time, we'll switch it up, so don't worry about switching during. Then, from there, we're going to go into just a simple jab cross routine. Jab and crosses are straight punches only. So we're going to plant our feet about shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent, soft and relaxed, hips tucked in a little bit, and we just jab, cross, 40 seconds. Okay? Good. And finally, the last thing we're going to do, we're going to do some diagonal knee-ups. Again, starting only with that right foot, hands up nice and tall, bring it up, crunch. Bring it up, crunch those abs. Most of your weight is here on this leg. Only this toe touches the ground for balance. So when you bring it up, again, you're challenging your balance, and you're working your abs, and you're working the leg here. Up, up. Make sure you exhale and squeeze on that crunch. When we switch to our second round, we'll go the other side. All right, guys, that was a plenty long break. Here we go. Single leg RDLs. Pause this if you need to go grab a chair to use for a modification. That's fine. Otherwise, we go in 3, 2, 1. Start it up. I'm on my right leg. I'm going down nice and controlled as far as I can. Little touch. Then I come up nice and controlled. If I feel like I'm going to lose control, I have the wall here. Back straight. Really think about hinging from your hips. Back stays straight. Little touch. And coming back up. Whew. It is tough on the balance. We got 10 seconds here. Breathe. Good. Let's do one more together. Here we go. We're down. Nice and controlled. Little touch. Pushing ourselves back up. And that's it for that round. Very good. Again, it's a great way to work on form. If you only got 2, if you only got 3, I only got 4, we're going to challenge ourselves to get at least the same amount on the left leg. Okay? All right. Take about 10 more seconds. We've got the jab cross circuit next. This is a great one to get your heart rate up a little bit. Push for that cardio. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Jab, cross, nice straight punches. Really popping them out there. Soft knees. You can swivel those hips a little bit. Core tight. Breathe. Good work, guys. Last 12 seconds. We keep going. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff on that jab cross. All right. Is your heart rate up a little bit? Excellent. Now you can breathe, control it back down a little bit. All right, we've got our diagonal knee up, so I'm going to start on the right side. Start to prepare yourself here. We got 5 seconds. Most of your weight is on the heel in your left leg. Only your toe is pointing to the side here. You raise your arms a little bit diagonally as well. And we go now. Crunch up, touch back down. Crunch up, just a touch back down. We're not hopping, we're not moving. This is controlled. Abs tight. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Good work. Keep it up. You should feel it in your leg. You should feel it on that oblique. And maybe even a little bit in those shoulders. Last 10 seconds. Really push yourself here to work those abs, to work on that balance. 3, 2, 1. Good work. All right, excellent. So we're getting ready for that single leg RDL again. This time we're going to switch it up to the other side. So if you were on your right leg, switch it up to the left. You got about 5 seconds here. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Again, use that wall to brace yourself for balance, or a chair for a modification if you need it. That's 1. Nice, controlled, hinging from the hips. Think about your back. This one is a bit more challenging. Do your best. Nice work. Make sure your knees are soft. I always have a harder time on my left leg for balance. You might find that to be the same as well. One leg might be a little better than the other, but that's what we work on. Let's get one more. Last one here. Low as we can, and we come up. Excellent job. That's that second round. We got our jab crosses one more time. Take 15 more seconds here. Those last exercises are really great for that hamstring. It's the back of the leg. So when you're balancing and bending like that, you should feel a little tension there, and that's a good thing. Here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. Jab cross. Nice straight punches. So when you jab, you want to have your hands up, kind of like you're defending yourself here, covering that face, but when you punch, you want to rotate to where your knuckles are nice and flat. Jab, cross, jab, cross. Keep it up. Nice, good pace. Core tight. Last 12 seconds. Breathe. We're almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good stop. All right, 20 seconds break. Heart rate might be a little elevated. Take a couple deep breaths, calm it back down. This time we're going to go on the left side for those diagonal knee-ups. So start to prepare yourself. Weight should be on that right leg. Toes at an angle on the left side, supporting most of the body here on the right. Arms up in the air. We go in 3, 2, now. Up and squeeze. Just a touch. Up and squeeze. Again, you are challenging your balance, so if you can hold it for a second, then release. That's excellent. Again, think about your breathing here. Try to exhale on that squeeze there. Almost there, guys. Keep it up. Last 10 seconds. Last 5 seconds. And 3, 2, and 1. Good work. You just completed your third circuit, so that just means we've got one more to go. Take a longer break here as I explain these exercises. So the first one we're going to do. Ideally, I want a full backwards lunge with a knee drive at the top. So again, this is lower impact because we're not using anything but our body weight. It can be a slow and controlled motion during that lunge, but when you come up, if you're able to, challenge your balance by driving off of that left foot with a powerful knee drive at the top. No contact, no weight. Do the best that you can. If you're only able to perform that lunge and take a nice step up after you've centered yourself here, that's fine too, okay? But ideally, in one swift motion, you'll come up and drag the knee. So, first round, only focusing on that right leg. Second round, we'll do the same thing with our left. Then, after the backwards lunge with the knee drive, we will actually go down on one knee if you're able. If not, it's okay. You'll go down on one knee, bring your leg out to the side here. Let me shuffle so you can see my full leg. There we go. Down on one knee, leg out to the side, hands up over your head, and we're simply going to stretch out this way. Again, this is a nice exercise to focus on your obliques. If you cannot get down onto your knee, that's totally okay. You're going to stand up nice and tall. You're going to move outwards into a little bit larger than that shoulder width apart. You're going to make it a nice wide stance. Hands above your head. And again, just driving it towards one side on our first round. On the next round, we'll drive it to the other side. Okay? Focusing again, stretching up the top, but picking on those obliques a little bit today. And the last exercise, it's going to focus on the back. We're going to lay down on our stomachs here onto our mats or the floor, or wherever you're working out. And then we're doing the Superman. So hands straight above you. I'm sorry you can't see my entire length of my body. But your hands will be straight in front of you, head will be facing towards the mat, and you're just going to simply lift your arms and legs at the same time, squeezing your lower back and releasing. Squeeze, release. It's a nice stretch that will surprisingly really tone and sculpt that back without you feeling like it's too much of a strenuous workout for you. So it's a really good one. All right, guys, let's get started. We got 3 seconds, and we're going to start out with that backwards lunge with a knee drive. I'm starting with my right leg. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We're getting this circuit going with that knee drive. If you need to put it down to balance yourself, it's okay. But ideally, we go right into it. Again, exhale whenever that knee comes up. You want to exhale on that so it'll target your abs a little bit more. Forces you to squeeze them tighter. And the lunge, if you can only get here, again, that's okay as long as you're pushing yourselves. But ideally, you want to get near to the ground and drive the knee. Drop down, chest up, head up. 3, 2, 1. Great job. Take your break. All right. For the next one, so we're working on those obliques. So we're going to drop down on our knee, right knee, extending out the left leg. We got 10 more seconds. On this one, you will put those hands straight above your head, and we're just going to tilt towards that side. My arms are next to my ears. I'm not falling forward, keeping them nice and tall. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, 40 seconds. Exhale on the squeeze, and up. Squeeze and up. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. Good work. If it's not as challenging to come up and down for you, stay down and pulse. That's where you'll feel it in the obliques. Really pulse it. But if not, we're standing totally tall and squeezing. Tall, squeezing. Good work. Let me see where we're at. 3, 2, 1. Good stuff. So we'll switch to the other side on the second circuit. Right now, we're going to get set up for our Supermans. We got about 10 more seconds. We're going to lay flat on our mat here. Hands straight out in front of you. We go in 3, 2, 1. Head down, lift, release. Legs and arms at the exact same time, all together. Lift, release. You're balancing your weight on your pelvis, lower back, but your full chest and knees are off of that mat. Arms up, good. Keep it going, we're halfway there. And release. Squeeze, release. You should really start to be feeling it now. Squeeze, release, almost there. Keep it up. Good work today, guys. We got one more round after this. 3, 2, and 1. Back up on our feet. We start to prepare for that left leg backwards lunge with the knee drive. Good stuff. Low impact is harder than it sounds sometimes. That's a great job today. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Back into the lunge, drive the knee. Backwards lunge, drive the knee. Exhale on that drive. Inhale on the lunge. Keep up the good work. You guys are killing it today. Only 10 more seconds left. Almost there. 1, 2, last 1, 3. Take that break. Good stuff. All right, 20 seconds here. And then we're going to move into that oblique exercise. So I'm going to go ahead and lower onto my left leg this time, extending the right. And we got 5 seconds. Go ahead and place your hands overhead. We go in 3, 2, 1, overhead, and we squeeze. Exhale, inhale. Make sure those hands are up by the ears. Good work. Up, squeeze. Awesome job. Really targeting those abs today. It's good work. Almost there. Think about that breathing. Think about your form. Again, pulse if you need a little extra challenge. And you've got 3, 2, and 1. Great stuff. Only one more exercise left, and you are all done with today's online workout. So start to get ready for those Supermans. You're all pretty super for completing this today. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 40 seconds. And release. Inhale and up. Exhale and release. Inhale up. Exhale and release. Up. Release. Halfway there, 20 more seconds. Keep it up, we're up. We're down. Up simultaneously and down. Keep it up, guys. Last 5 seconds. Last 3 seconds. Let's get one more together and we are up and done. Excellent job today, guys. Excellent work. As you can see, it's lower impact, but you're still able to get your sweat on, get some cardio in, challenge your balance, really sculpt the body. We got the back, the shoulders, core, obliques for sure. We got that good leg work in, so awesome dynamic workout. 30 minutes of your day, no jumping or running necessary, and you smashed it. Let's take just a quick moment while we're on the mat. We'll stretch out a few things. So what I'm going to have you do, sit in front of you. We're going to go into that butterfly stretch. Bring your feet together if you can. Press down on the outer parts of your legs and really feel that stretch. Kind of in that groin area, that upper inner thigh portion, stretch that out. Very good. And from here, we're going to extend our right leg, bring that left leg in, reach out, touch the toe. This time you're going to be stretching out that hamstring that you worked so hard on today. Couple deep breaths. Come up to center, overhead stretch. Feel that back release. Exhale, and we'll switch sides. Other leg this time. Right leg in, touching that left leg. Pressing down on the knee for that little bit of extra stretch. Head facing down towards your leg. Inhale. Exhale. Very good. Then if you're bold and daring, you'll put both feet together, you'll reach up, touch your toes, head down. This one's always tough. I am not the most flexible, but it does feel good to stretch after a nice workout. Inhale, exhale, and then we just bring our hands up. One more time, stretching up that back, centering ourselves. We release. And that's it today, guys. That's all I've got. Hope you enjoyed the low impact workout. I'm going to be posting tomorrow as well for some shadow boxing. So if you want a little more high intensity with some good cardio and core aspects mixed in, catch me tomorrow, guys. I'll be there. Have a good one.